Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Stoic Week, day 5. We're looking at looking from above or seeing the bigger picture, which is a very Stoic practice, right? Marcus Aurelius talks about this in his meditation, where he talks about looking at the herds or the world from above. And if you haven't checked out the meditations, definitely go and do so. It's a great, fantastic book. You can get to read his personal journal, which is fantastic. Um, but he looks at the world from above, right? To zoom out, even to go as big as beyond the stars, the universe, and see where you fit in. That changes your perspective on a lot of different things. For example, now I'm at the end of the day recording this message, this reflection, and I can think back of all the problems that I've had today. Some of them were smaller, some of them were bigger, some of them I haven't even solved yet, some of them went away quite easily, right? But if I look at them in a day, they seem small, or some of them seem maybe a little bit bigger. But then I look at a week, those who seemed bigger now seem small. And then a month or a year, maybe even more, they seem insignificant. And how many problems have we dealt with, right? And everybody's listening here, I'm sure, if you're a human being, you've had your issues, you've had your problems, right? How many of them have you forgotten right now? While in the moment you thought that they would crush you, right? That they would take you down and you would never be able to overcome them. So now when you look back at them, you've probably forgotten most of them, right? So think about that when you're having a problem, when you're dealing with something in the moment. Think about that saying that people say, this too shall pass, right? The beauty of time is that it keeps moving forward, right? At least we perceive it as it keeps moving forward. But we those problems, they get solved, right? We have to make decisions. We have to move on. We have to accept them, right? Even embrace them. And when you start embracing and accepting an issue or a problem, they no longer really become a problem, become a challenge. They become something for you to learn and something for you to grow. But in the moment when it's really difficult and when it's really tough, we can practice to zoom out, right? We can maybe even put ourselves in other people's shoes. How would they deal with that? Maybe get some advice. Like, what would Marcus Aurelius do? What would the wise person that you think is wise in your vicinity, maybe a parent, maybe a sibling, maybe another relative or a teacher, what would they do in that situation, right? We can ask them for that advice, maybe not personally, but at least mentally. And then we can start to really take ourselves out of that problem in the moment, start looking for solutions, start looking for ways out. Maybe this is not the moment to solve that. Maybe we need to wait a little bit, or maybe we need to ask for support and help. Those are some really good tools. But if we start to really take ourselves out of it and zoom out, we can see that problem that we think is the dominating our life, it's never going to end, it will end, right? It will end. And when we look at ourselves in that speck of dust in the universe, we will see it's not that big of an issue. And then we can take the pressure off. We can start to use it as a guide. We can start to use it as a learning opportunity and as a moment of growth. And that's what Seneca says, right? He says, you are unfortunate because you've never been unfortunate. You have never had the opportunity to show yourself and the world what you're capable of. And that's a really powerful message to say, use those moments of difficulty to become a better person, to grow and to advance in life. So that's the lesson for today, right? And it's a really powerful one. If you are struggling with something, make sure that you zoom out, look at it what it is, and then deal with it or not if you have the moment to deal with it. We have on Saturday, we have the Stoic space where we will do a wrap up of Stoic Week. So you can go to X or Twitter. You can just find us, our account at Via Stoica. There we have the timetable, and then you can join those spaces. If you've never done a space before, just join. Just send a DM out to the at Via Stoica account. We will send you the link. You can join that space and you can share your thoughts. It's a live conversation where you can take up the mic and join us in that conversation and share what you thought about Stoic Week. What was the most powerful lesson you had, and what do you want to share? And if you haven't participated in Stoic Week, come on, join us. Listen and see if you can pick something up from us there and even ask questions. So thank you very much. And we've got 2 days left, Saturday and Sunday. And I'll be right here sharing those thoughts with you as well. So again, if you have an issue, zoom out, look from it from above, and it will change your entire perspective on that issue.